Alright guys, welcome back to another little Minecraft video here. This is for really a server map I'm doing. Though I don't have a server, whoops, I completely forgot I was in creative mode. One moment, that's embarrassing. And my PC is also a wee bit laggy as of right now. Um, I don't know why, but, so, it's a little faction server thing, and it was kind of inspired by mineZ, but I'll get into detail in a minute. So these are just little tips. If you want to read them, pause the video. Give you a few seconds to do each one, if you want. And these are just explaining villagers, weapons, all that kind of stuff. Down here, are little rules, and, little tips, and the donation things, and yeah, this is just top rules that, and I guess that doesn't really matter. I'm thinking about doing a building series on this because there's still a lot to do. And I did all these rules before I lost my server. It kind of went out of business. So if you want to use this map for your server, there may or may not be a link in the description. If there isn't a link in the description, favorite it or add it to a playlist, and come back later and I might change the description. It all depends on if this one server, oh boy, I forget what it's called, accepts it or not. And so yeah. So here's how it works. It's basically a little faction server that you spawn somewhere around here. We'll probably set the spawn point with essentials or something. It does require 2 plugins, well really just one, and that is like the essentials spawn plugins, and possibly packs if you're gonna use ranks and stuff. But so when you first come in, you will be asked to choose a little you'll be asked to choose a loadout. And the 4 I have currently are standard, archer, technical, and medic. And so standard just gives you chainmail, 2 stone swords, 2 emeralds, 4 arrows, and 4 raw beef. Everybody gets 2 emeralds except for the technical, which gets 4 emeralds. And I'll get into the technical in a moment. So yeah, it's just your basic stuff. And then I'll get into, well, I have some ideas for donations, but I don't know if I'm gonna do it because I might leave that to any server that wants to do it. So and then you have the archer, which is the 3 bows, full leather, 32 arrows, I might change that, 2 wood swords, and 2 emeralds. The reason you get 2 emeralds is there are, in every little city, which I will get into cities in a moment, there are, villagers, and you might even be lucky enough to find one out in the wild. And so yeah, so basically, standard is just your standard little thing, it's basic. Archer is just your bow. Technical is, well, technical is special. Technical, you get a ton of really, really good, really amazing stuff, and it's sorta kinda useful, but it's more special than useful. And so these, TNT carts, there are a few tracks in all the cities. You can use those as, like, distractions or something. You have 2 damage potion and 2 speeds. You get 4 emeralds, you get some ender pearls, and you have leather and chain armor. And then you have the medic, which is 3 wood swords. And the reason you get more than 1 sword is because I don't want it to run out. You could be out there for quite some time. This is a huge map. And so you have 5 instant health potions, 2 emeralds, full leather, one golden apple, not Notch's apple, um, and two regen potions. And I forget what are splash potions. I kind of worked on this and then went away from it, so yeah. So let's just do standard here. And this right here, you might notice, you're probably asking, why is all this here? Well, that is because if we actually, why is it behind these jail cell type doors? And that is because if we go out here for 1 second, you might notice, I'll set the time today in just a second, you might notice that these are all controlled by command blocks. And, well, they all have the at P setting. Ooh, major lag spike. And so, you know, I don't want somebody, getting really close. There might be the occasional mishap where that happens, but it's kind of doubtful. So, like, I don't want somebody coming up here and then pressing the button when somebody is looking at it. And everything has an item frame and all that. So, yeah. So it gives you all your stuff first, and then it teleports you to the, teams. Whoops. Yeah, that's a glitch. I'm gonna have to mess with that. And currently, I only have the, starting cities for the red team and the yellow team. And this is a giant map, and I made it myself, with a program called World Painter. And so there's two others here. Let me just think. Okay, so there's basically 4 sections on the map. I haven't gotten the starting cities for these two, but there's there's Southern Plains, which is the red team, and there's Northern Plains, which is the yellow team. The red team is like it's the main military base. The yellow team is like the rebels, and so they have newer modern buildings, but but they don't have as good buildings. Like, you might see a really giant tower in the red team's place. There isn't one yet, but I still have a lot of work to do. I've only got 4 cities implemented, and they're only for these. And so sorry, I'm a bit sore. Skiing trip. But let me empty my inventory. It's kind of bugging me. But, so you have these, and then there's the, northern plains, and then there's the, ice biome, or the frost biome, and then there's the swamp, and so, oh yes, I was talking about buildings, when somebody interrupted me. Yeah, in the red team's base, because it's kind of older and military style, you might see a giant stone tower, and it's just a really ancient-looking ruin kind of thing. But in the, blue team, you're gonna see not maybe a giant tower, but a small maybe like a small medical building made of wood that looks modern, because, you know, they're newer. You have to have a main civilization before you have a rebel civilization. Of course, we have the command blocks. I won't really get into what the redstone is. Oh, great. Okay, that's annoying. So we're gonna choose, I suppose, the red team, because, oh, and it also, whenever you click it, it gives you rose red dye and a leather cap. Okay, what's going on? I have it uploaded to LAM because I need cheats, because that's one of the bad things about World Painter. You can't set your game to creative mode, so I had to open it to LAN. So this is the starting red city, and you know, it's got a few broken down houses here and there. You know, it's mainly woods, it's a small town, got a few shops. Now over here, I apologize for any lag, I'm upgrading my computer soon. If follow this path, and this is there's just a little ruin there. I just kind of looks nice. But so if you follow this path, um, it should lead you to the main base, and it is far from done, really. This part is very far from done. And so, yeah. There's also a little forest biome in a little place, and there's a really, really thick jungle. I can't even begin to explain how thick the jungle is. You can't see 3 blocks in front of you. But behind it, there's going to be a little Easter egg with a volcano. I think I took World Painter off, so I'm not so sure I can show the map. Although I do have a little photo of it. Maybe I'll include it at some point. So, yeah. And there are also a few little mountains as well. They are like 3 mountains, not including the volcano. But if I remember correctly, if we had, I think it was north. Whoops. Finger slipped. New keyboard. Let's see, so it's not north. If we had west. If we head west from this city, we should end up in the frost domain. Now I hate the edge of this frost place. Okay, this actually reminded me of something. This is just a chunk error from the server, but the world will actually stop generating and it'll just go thwomp like this, and so it limits the lag. Oh my goodness, I feel bad. I forgot the name of the server that I was gonna offer this to, and I've heard it's a great server, and I really want to advertise for them. Dang. Well, if you're watching this, leave your server in the description. I'll vote you up, and I mean, not in the description, in a comment. Okay, come on. Let me reload here. Okay, sorry. Just a second. Okay, yeah. Wait, let's make sure I'm headed west. Now I'm headed north. Okay, west is that way. Okay, so if I head west here, this is an absolutely huge map though. I know I said it's not going to generate. That is absolutely no problem. This is, if you've ever played mineZ, it's about twice that size. So, a lot of work to be done. A lot of work. Okay, so we're exiting the little forest here. More chunk errors. Maybe I should start recording to a separate hard drive. Great. I'm gonna cut it. Be right back. Okay guys, I found it, and as you can see, this is kind of a minus here. Because I did this on such a big scale, it really starts here and kind of goes in from there. But once it starts going, it's pretty epic. You get past the really bad parts like this and get actually into it, it's really cool because it utilizes the snow block. It's actually a new thing in the snapshots, but it's actually been implemented into the game. You just couldn't do it until the next snapshot. You had to use an editing software. And so, yeah, I haven't got the Icelands or Frost Blue Team, basically. I haven't gotten Blue Team implemented yet. And, let's go see if we can't find... I haven't found the swamp yet. That's just how big it is. Haven't really tried to find it, though. So, yeah. Be right back. Okay, we're on the very... This is like... Woo. Lag. Okay, hold up 1 second. Okay, so this is the very outer edge of the jungle. Like, I mean, I'm not talking about this. This is grass compared to what lies ahead. This is the outer edge. You might notice these aren't regular jungle trees, and you would be correct in your assumption of that. But so, I mean, this is what the volcano is going to be behind, and the volcano is going to have some super awesome secret inside of it. I think it's going to be a way for you to get so I had this idea for donor, um although it's not going to be my server, so I don't know if even if he does accept this map and this idea, I don't know if this particular donation idea would work. um but so behind this will lie a volcano and a series of tests inside the volcano. um if you get to the volcano, which is going to be nigh impossible because this jungle is so thick and huge. It's the width of this thing from all sides is it's just insane. Um, but so it's going to give you it's gonna give you the ability to get the donor things just like the one time that you get there. So the two things I had the idea for were sniper and which gives you like an infinity bow, a speed 2 potion, um, and quite a few arrows, even though you do have an infinity bow, and like 2 other bows as well. Let's just see if I can't get through this. I mean, this is huge. And let's see what else. And then I was thinking the ninja, which is like that was a neat looking tree from that angle. Which is like full chain armor and iron sword. Oh yes, I haven't finished the sniper. So you get 3 wood swords, speed 2 potion, an infinity bow, and full chain armor. Ninja, you get 2 invisibility potions, probably extended. You get an iron sword and a bow with 16 arrows and 4 ender pearls. And of course tank, which is full iron armor and an enchanted sword. I don't know how we're gonna do these enchanted stuff. Here, let me turn down the music. It's really loud. Or off. I was thinking maybe enchanted books or something, along with maybe an anvil spawner. I don't know. But yeah. So, anyways, I still can't find the swamp. It's pretty crazy. I'll just leave that to you guys. You'll have to join the server, which I still can't remember the name. I feel really bad about that. Um, I'll probably advertise it later if they accept my map. Oh man. Oh well. So, yeah, I guess that's the, thing. But so yeah, if you pass the series of tests inside the volcano, you have access. It will clear your inventory, and then it will give you, a bunch of food along with it, and it will give you the choice of your choosing. And, then it'll teleport you to a little teleportation room with a little exit. You can either exit the, I don't even think I'm on the right side. I think I got turned around somewhere. Yeah. But you'll either be able to exit and hang around the volcano, or go to one of the 4 starting cities, and it doesn't even matter what team you're on. So yeah, and this isn't really like mineZ. The difference in this and mineZ, or a big difference, is you know who you can trust. PvP will be disabled for you on your lag for you on your team. Alright, well that's it. If make sure to check the description for the map if it's not in there. And and the thing's been out for a few months. Like the video has been out for a few months. Then go check my channel for a little IP address and stuff. Alright, I'll see you guys later.